Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. I'm experimenting with backgrounds and chroma keys, so it's not 100% perfect, but we're getting there. Anyway, with that out of the way, I wanted to talk about something Angry Joe. If you don't know who that is, go look him up. He's an awesome YouTuber. He's one of my favorites. He does hilarious reviews, and he lives up to the name Angry Joe. Anyway, with that out of the way, he talks about there's a certain thing that he says about AEW's creative mode, and it has me really worried about the creative mode. He praises the rest of the game. He says it sounds a lot like, or it doesn't sound like, it plays a lot like those No Mercy old WWF games like SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, but he specifically mentions No Mercy and like the old arcadey feel, which sounds awesome. He says the mini games are a lot like Mario Party games, so it's crazy. He said everybody there was having a lot of fun. But then when he got to the creative mode, he said the stuff he tried out, he says he couldn't make the character look like him. He said the preset faces were very limited, which leads me to believe you can't edit the face like you want, like, you know, in old wrestling games. You can't actually morph the face. He didn't say that, but that's my guess based off of the little bit of what he said. He said there was hardly any parts there. He said that he's guessing that you unlock them in the other modes, you know, like the Road to Elite mode or the in-game shop or whatever, which is a bummer. I mean, it sounds like you have to take your custom wrestler, and it sounds like you have to upgrade them or build them up, build their stats up in the Road to Elite mode. This chair thing's starting to bug me. Anyway, so if that's the case, this is going to be like, it sounds like everything about the game except the create a character, create a wrestler is awesome. That's just the one thing where the game is extremely lacking, and it explains a lot why they haven't shown it yet. The game comes out in less than 2 weeks, and they have not shown a single tidbit of the creative mode. I don't think they're going to show it. If it is as limited as they say, I do not think they're going to show the creative mode at all. They're just going to let us all find out when we play it, because they have good press right now, and they really don't want anything to derail that, because this game needs to sell. What I hope is the game sells well enough where they go and they fix the creative mode right away, so we actually have more options, more stuff. You could, I'm not a game designer, but I'm pretty sure you could upgrade that and fix that within the next like 6 months. The problem is after the first 6 months, I feel like everybody who really wanted the game will have played it and moved on. So, I mean, that's kind of what happens with the 2K games. The vast majority plays through all the modes or plays their favorite mode and then ends up moving on or just waiting for the next one to come out. If you're a creative person like myself, we could play those games like for years because the creation modes are so intense. So I'm really worried. Well, not worried, but I mean, it's probably going to be crap. Let's face it, right? As long as it has something. I mean, in Rumble Roses Double X on the Xbox 360, Xbox One, you can play it via backwards compatibility. If you go into the character creator, they have like 60 slots to make characters, but there's only like 3 or 4 different options per section. So you got like 4 hairstyles, 2 faces, 2 body types. You couldn't really make a character. It blew my mind why you would need 60 character slots, and unfortunately you'd have to go through and max out each of those character slots if you want to get max out all character achievement and get all their costumes and all that stuff. So looks like they're going that route with this too. I don't think there's an achievement for maxing out every character slot, but who knows? Maybe we're only going to have like 1 character slot, kind of like Street Fighter. That's the thing that annoys me about Street Fighter, is has 1 created character slot, and all the creation parts and costumes and stuff are locked behind fighting other characters, buying it in the shop, which is very limited. There's no creativity. I was hoping it'd be more like Soul Calibur was, where you can make like 30 characters and have them duke it out. So that's a bummer. Anyway, the whole point of this video is to just deep dive into what Angry Joe said about the creative mode. I just wanted to touch on that. That's the most information I've gotten out of anything for creative character mode. They really got to show it off, but if it's bad, it explains why they're not going to show it. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Thank you for watching, and stay frosty. And hopefully I can get this to look a little better. Wait, what is it? Oh, my arm! Oh, 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 oh.